I tried selling digital products on Instagram for 30 days, and right now in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the process, I'm gonna walk you through how much I made, and I'm gonna tell you from my perspective if I think it's worth it for someone to go into this as a beginner and try to do it themselves here in 2024. So I guess I'll go ahead and just jump the gun and say that it definitely is worth it. If I go here for January of this year, which was just a couple months ago, we can see that we did over $170,000 just on this processor alone. And we also accept payments through PayPal, so there is some through there. And after like refunds and payment processing fees, this was the net volume from that amount of sales in January. Now, the way I even got here to where I am right now was by originally starting with dropshipping. A few years back, I saw this business model and many people were doing it. I thought it was interesting, so I started doing it for myself. And I pretty quickly ran into the dropshipping issues when you're sending things from overseas, such as dealing with, inconsistent suppliers, long shipping times, low profit margins, and, just not something really sustainable. But I was getting sales, so I kept pushing the boundary until I got to a point in 2020 where I started scaling very high, and it basically just became a big mess because I realized that I wasn't really in control of my business. The supplier was, and if they weren't sending the right thing, or if they weren't doing it in a timely manner, or if the quality of the product wasn't good, then the customers are not going to the supplier, they're coming to my store. And then it got to a point where I said, look, I don't really want to do this anymore. I want to figure out something more sustainable that I can actually enjoy doing and not dread doing. So then what I started doing was basically replacing that supplier with something else. And instead, what that thing is a simple digital product. And I've tried this out with several different types of digital products in the past and have gotten results with a good handful of them. So now what's happening is, instead of me having to pay a supplier every time I make a sale or having to wait for it to be sent to the customer, now I pay for a product to be made one time, or I make it myself. And whenever I make a sale, I don't have to pay anything extra, and the product will instantly be delivered to the customer. So in a way, we can call this digital dropshipping, just kind of as a buzzword. But I want to walk you through this process that I've taken so that you can personally understand kind of where my head's at on this and how you can get started if this is interesting whatsoever. But I'll really just let you decide with the information you get from this video. So when it comes to choosing your niche, because this model is actually pretty similar to the normal dropshipping model, I just basically replaced the product part. So if you already know about dropshipping, I'm basically just gonna have you relearn in a new way kind of how this model works. So there's a story about a professor, and he asked his class and he said, if you were to open a hot dog stand and you got to have just one advantage over the competition, what would it be? And students mentioned things like, I would have better quality hot dogs, I would make better prices, be in a better location, just make better value. And they exhausted all of their ideas in conversation, and the professor then said the answer, which was a starving crowd. Because even if you have the worst hot dogs and the highest prices, if you are the only option in front of a starving crowd, you're going to make sales and you're going to sell out of all of these hot dogs. And it's the same reason why people are paying $7 and up for a water bottle at the airport. And that's because it's the only convenient option. People don't want to bring in their own water bottles and fill it up at a water fountain. They'll just go in, pay the $7, and now I'm good to go. And with that being said, I lead this up to the point here where the best possible advantage you can have over the competition when selling digital products is to be in a specific pain point niche. Plus, the more severe the pain is of this niche, the easier it is to sell to. Now, the second advantage you could have over the competition when selling digital products is to choose a niche that you actually have some experience in. But let's talk about what is a pain point niche and what are some options. So you have four main pain point categories that all of us as humans have. We have problems inside of health, wealth, happiness, and relationships. We want to feel good, we want to look good, we want to make money, we want to be rich, we want to be happy and fulfilled, and we want to have good relationships. Nobody is really perfect in every area. We always have some pain point inside of one of these categories. So the idea here when choosing a niche to sell digital products in is to go into a specific niche. So for example, let's say for the health category, We're not just going to choose health as our niche and sell health related products. It makes it very, very hard to sell because it becomes very, very commoditized. When something is for everybody, it's for nobody. But when you then dive a little bit deeper and say, okay, a general niche idea inside of health would be weight loss, for example. But a specific niche then under weight loss would be the keto diet. You've probably seen people on Instagram that all they talk about is the keto diet or the carnivore diet, and that's the brand. Now, what about wealth? We could just talk about how to make money online, but what if it got specific? Like what I'm talking about here, digital dropshipping. Now it's something that's more specific, which makes it more valuable because it's only relating to one specific audience. And it's basically relating to one specific audience, 10 times more than if I just said even dropshipping. And in happiness, we could say a general niche idea is self-improvement. And a specific niche could be breathwork meditation. Relationships, attraction, and dating is a general niche idea, but a specific niche could be all about Tinder dating or dating apps. And if you have experience in any niche under the 4 pain point categories, choose that, and then let's move to step 2, because maybe you're into fitness, maybe you're into forex trading. I don't know what you're into, but maybe there's something that you have some experience in, and that can give you a big advantage when it comes to selling digital products online right now. But if you don't have any experience in any niche and you still want to do this and make some money, what I recommend you do is just choose one that is currently in demand by doing some search engine research. So for example, if I go onto TikTok and I search up make money online, well, there's going to be a lot of videos that pop up about different ways to make money online. There's going to be people talking about drop shipping and affiliate marketing, and everybody's casting stones at each other. But you can see what's getting the most engagement right now and go from that approach. And this applies to any category and any niche. You search these things on TikTok, you search them on Google, YouTube, and you can see what's actually trending right now. And the next part here is you need to dial in your exact customer. And this is where it gets fun, because last year when selling digital products, we would mostly focus on selling directly to the end user of the product. So for example, if I was selling a keto diet meal plan, I would be selling it directly to the person who wants to lose weight. That's who I would be marketing towards. But now I'm seeing a massive shift in the market that everyone can take advantage of right now. And this is actually my first time really explaining it in a video publicly. So with the digital product market growing pretty quickly, the self-education market is also growing quickly. That means that there are more and more people who are building businesses by teaching others things that they have experience in, and people are buying these products. So if you aren't someone who is personally teaching something that you have experience in, the winning angle is to instead sell digital products to these individuals who would have an immediate use case of the product. So instead of what I said above here of selling a keto diet meal plan directly to the person who wants to lose weight, the new way of doing this would be selling an editable keto diet meal plan to weight loss coaches who can now make personalized plans for their clients. And really what you're doing here is you're giving these coaches value by saving them time and effort, and by giving them an extra product that they can use to give more value to their clients and make more money. Plus, when you do it this way, you don't have to become the guru, the coach, or course creator to make money in these winning niches. You just get to help these people that are doing all the heavy lifting, because it's not easy, but you're helping them make more money and provide more value almost behind the scenes, which I think is a pretty cool angle to be able to take. And I think it's working really well right now just because you're selling to an audience with higher intent. They're going to be more likely to purchase. And 2, you're selling to an audience with an immediate use case. And the reason why the second point is very important is just for the long-term concept of scaling your digital product business. If you want to scale the business and an offer, the easiest way to do it is to collect reviews, testimonials, and then put those out there. Use those for marketing, and then use surveys with existing customers to create more products where you can charge even higher prices. So if you have a product where people aren't actually using it and you're not incentivizing them to leave a review or a testimonial, then it's going to be a lot harder to market and make sales long term when you really want to take this to the next level. But when you sell now to an audience that has an immediate use case, they already have the clients, they're already doing the heavy lifting, then that just makes it much easier for you to be able to collect this feedback and use it for marketing your own thing. So before we get into the actual product itself that you're going to be selling, let's determine who the exact ideal audience is going to be. Now, this part is usually pretty simple because if you've already chosen a specific niche, we really just need to reverse engineer who is the audience with an immediate use case. So for example, if I say my specific niche idea is keto dieting, the old way would be to say, hey, okay, I'm going to sell to women 35 to 45 who are trying to lose body fat or something similar. The new way is to target this towards weight loss coaches. Now, the next step is DDM 2.0. On May 1st, which is just in a couple days from me making and posting this video, I'm raising the price to my own personal digital product, Digital Dropshipping Mastery. And that's because we're completely revamping the program and making it more effective because of this new way of selling digital products online. Now, so far, we've helped over 1,500 students start selling digital products directly to the end user. And now, I believe, honestly, we're going to be able to 10x that number using the new methods. Now, the program has already generated massive results for students. We've done in-person masterminds, giveaways, and even a little bit earlier this year, launched a private inner circle coaching group on Discord. So anyone who joins now before the price raises on May 1st, if you're seeing this early, you'll get access to the Inner Circle coaching group on Discord free for 12 weeks and the updated 2.0 training when it's completed. So if you're interested, you can just go to the link in the description and you're going to be able to see all the information and testimonials. And then after you sign up, there will be an optional one-time offer you can accept. And then there will be a page to book your onboarding call. And that's where we'll actually get started in this program. And now the next step is choosing the actual product. So when we use the example from step 2, let's say we are going to be selling keto-related digital products to weight loss coaches. Well, before we actually choose the product we're going to sell, we need to make sure that each idea follows this criteria since it is a digital product. So the first thing is it has to be able to be delivered to the customer instantly. Number 2, it has to be valuable to the end user, but also valuable to the middle user because now we're going to be selling and marketing towards the middle user. So what I would recommend you do, and what I did when I was making this doc here, was I just wanted to do a little bit of a brain dump, a little brain exercise, and list out product ideas that I could have inside of this specific niche that fit the criteria above. So I put things here like keto-related ebooks, keto macro tracker on Notion, keto meal plans on Canva, workouts to do well on keto diet, ChatGPT prompts for coming up with keto recipes. These are just different ideas that came to my head and, it took me a minute. But of course, I've been doing this for longer, so it is easier for me. But you can think hard. I got faith in you, and you can come up with some different ideas on here as well. And I want you to then just choose one that captivates your attention. I don't have a rhyme or reason for you right now. I just literally want you to do this by your intuition because this can always be changed. This is easy. We're just going through this process together right now so you can see kind of the end result, and then we can adjust from there if we need to go back. So for here, I just said, okay, I'm going to choose keto meal plans on Canva. If I know, hey, that's my general product idea, and I know the ideal customer is going to be fitness coaches that help people lose weight, now we can find the right product to actually start selling. And there's 2 main options in doing this. Option number 1 is the easiest route, and that is PLR or MRR products. So basically that's where you're buying the rights to an existing digital product so you can modify it and resell it as your own and keep 100% of the sales. And option number 2 is hiring a freelancer. You go on Fiverr, Upwork. Fiverr is going to be like the most cost effective. Upwork is going to probably have some more quality individuals. But basically what you can do is take an idea you have in your mind and pay someone to create it for you. Now in this example, I'm going to be as cost efficient as possible and look for, a PLR/MRR editable Canva template for a meal plan that I could start selling as my own. Usually what I do is I start on Google and just look up, let's say meal plan MRR, meal plan PLR, meal plan Canva templates, and just look at what's already out there for sale. And I came across this on Etsy right here. They're selling this thing for $6. It's a 4-week meal planner and it is a template. So when I look at this, it's an editable template through Canva. And now what's happening is they are just delivering this editable link that you can use whenever you purchase it. But look, this is for a plant-based meal plan. It also doesn't say anything in here about rights. They're actually selling this to health coaches and they want to just sell it here directly to the coach so that they can edit it and, just give it to their clients as a little bonus or whatever. But I want to give the actual editable template to these coaches so they can, actually sell it themselves. So what I'm thinking here, if I couldn't find any option that allows me to get the resale rights with it, would be to instead say, hey, this is a 4-week plant-based meal plan. I'm doing something for keto and I want it to be personalizable for their clients. Then what I would probably do is buy this $6 and I'm going to get access to the editable template. Then I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to start modifying and kind of recreating my own version. And if you don't want to do it yourself, you can even hire a freelancer to do that for you. So if the customizable template doesn't include those rights, as I said here, I would just have someone recreate my own version inspired by an example I liked, because we aren't going to be selling this 4-week plant-based meal plan. We want to make something that follows this kind of structure, but better, and for specifically who we're going to be marketing towards. And you can do this with literally less than $100, and it'll probably take you a couple hours to get a product actually done and ready to go. Remember, all this is digitally, so the beauty of it is that you can do things very quickly. There's no like manufacturing process and renders and this and that. You basically have access to, do what you want when you want and make variations all the time. So that kind of leads me into step number 5, which is making the product actually marketable. Because once we have our product, it is pretty easy to move forward. All we need to do is create more perceived value. And this is just how we are going to be able to sell something for a lot more than what we paid for it. And it's not because these people that we're going to be selling it to can't go buy it themselves for this low price, but it's more so because we've purposely engineered our offer to be more attractive and convenient. And the first way to go about this is to just make a new name for the product. Because if we just say, hey, we're going to sell the keto meal plan template and we're running ads for that, it's going to be a hard sell. Instead, let's take an approach that actually attracts the audience we're looking to sell to. So if we define our audience as weight loss coaches who are looking to make more money, okay? We know their pains, we know what this product is going to do for them. So then that helps us come up with our unique value propositions. So we can know that our unique value propositions to this audience is going to be for them to be able to create personalized keto meal plans for their clients in minutes, or to be able to start selling personalized meal plans to their clients in minutes. Like, this is a value proposition that speaks to these people and what they're trying to accomplish. Remember, this is just supporting them in their journey, and this comes in many different ways. You might be doing a template like this, which I think is valuable. You may be doing a digital planner. You may be bundling up a bunch of different ebooks. I don't know what you're doing. As long as you're following this template, you're headed in the right direction and onto something big with selling your very first digital product. Now, once you understand the unique value proposition, that basically just gives you a lot of clarity in understanding how you're going to be marketing this and what you're going to name it and how you go from there. Because the next thing is just to actually focus on the exterior of this product, because digital products don't have just a visual representation immediately. It's not like a watch or a microphone. We see it, we know what it does and what it looks like. With a digital product, we again have the ability to make it look however we want to. So if I hid, for example, the world's most expensive diamond in the world, and I hid it inside a bowl of manure, cow shit, cow dung, and tried to sell it on the street, promising there was a diamond inside, nobody's taking it. I could go up to someone on the street, it's going to smell like straight ass. There's a big diamond in there. I could say, look, man, literally, I swear to you, the world's most expensive diamond is in this manure. I will give it to you for $20. They'd be like, get the hell away from me. Nobody's taking that. You need to stand out and be a diamond on the outside and on the inside. So that way people want to buy your product. They literally are fiending for your product. And once they get it, they're just dopamine overloaded because the product is so good and they're just so excited about actually implementing it. So for this scenario of selling a meal plan template, we're going to need to create some mockups to use. Now, I'm just thinking here with this type of product where I know it's going to be some type of template like this, I can see these are mockups that they're using. I think these are pretty cool and they could be used, for like static image ads, like something like this, I think is pretty cool. So if I was going to do that, I would show the template open, add some writing or, how they would use it and on top of a mockup of the product. So for this, if I was like copying this and trying to make an image ad, I would put here, let's say like in parentheses, your client's name here, like the actual text, and say, keto diet meal plan, personalized, done for you, sell to your clients in minutes. And just show them like, okay, it looks like I can just go in here and I can add an image of the client. I can add the name of the client there so it's personalized for them. Like, that's what the selling propositions are looking like. And For marketing to make sales, it's a lot more just pretty and valuable versus just having a screenshot, let's say, of this cover and it being there. We're instead just showing, okay, what does this actually look like and is it going to be worth it? And basically just showing them and making them believe that the money that is being charged for this product that they would have to pay is a lot less than the actual amount of value that they're getting back from buying this product. So to create mockups, you can use platforms like Canva, Media Modifier, or Placeit.net. And the goal is to show the end outcome of what your product can do for them. And that's all for this video. If it gets 500 likes, I will make the next video showing you how to set up your own store, systems, downsells, and then how to do marketing. So if you want to see that, just make sure to leave a big like, comment, and subscribe. Peace!